Next, I want to introduce another elected official and someone who grew up right here, and when I say right here, just a few feet from this spot. Someone who lives and breathes Cambridge every day, our Vice Mayor, Marc McGovern.
Thank you, Brian. I want to thank the mayor, the city manager, all the elected officials, and most importantly, all of you for being here. It's not the first time that we've gathered for reasons like this, and it sadly isn't going to be the last. But it does say something about this community, that we are willing to come together and rally and not be silent in the face of hatred and bigotry that's coming out of the White House. It's imperative that elected leaders, business leaders, educational leaders, community leaders, citizens from Washington to Cambridge make it crystal clear that neo-Nazi white supremacy is not welcome in this country. This is not about free speech. This is not about all sides have a piece of the blame pie. This is purely about racism, hatred, and inciting violence, and we will not stand for it. So I would like to say to Mr. Trump, and I continue to refer to him as Mr. Trump, I will not call him President Trump until he starts behaving like one. I want Mr. Trump to know that we expect and demand leadership, that we expect and demand that he support the foundation that this country was founded on, that we expect and demand that he stand up against neo-Nazi fascists the way my grandfather did in World War II, who would be turning over in his grave if he saw people saluting as Hitler did on the streets of the United States of America. It is not something we will ever accept. So I thank you all very much for being here. I know we will continue to come. We will continue to show up. We will continue to be heard. And I look forward to a time when we can gather like this to celebrate something, to gather like this to show our respect and love for this country, as opposed to always having to stand up and be heard to push back against intolerance. But until that day comes, we will continue to show up. We will continue to be here. And we will continue to stand with those who are being oppressed in this country. Thank you.